Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I have a mess behind me, you'll have to forgive me. Right now I'm in the process of sort of tidying everything up from Christmas, and my son isn't feeling well, so I have him relaxing. He's not here right now. He was like literally 2 seconds ago. So I've just, like, my husband and my son just left the room and everything is disarray. So I wanted to ring in the new year. It's not quite New Year yet, of course, but we are going to be ending out the Pan That palette for 2023, which was a Fantastic Ladies collab. So I highly recommend that you check out the Fantastic Ladies on Facebook. It is a group, just Fantastic Ladies, and it's like fantastic with a P. And to join, you have to sign in, answering a couple of questions, and you have to make sure that you are, of course, very polite and courteous and not rude or whatever. And then you can vote on, colors for 50 shades. You can vote on what projects you want to bring back, all that kind of stuff. So it's very interactive. It's really fun. And there's a lot of great people and a lot of great panners in there. So I am going to recommend that you guys check that out to get more information on the Pan That palette for 2023 and also 2024, because the theme has been selected. So we are going to discuss the one finishing for 2023, and that is my ABH Norvina Volume 4, right? Volume 5, Volume 5 eyeshadow palette. It's actually a pigment palette, and this one is the huge version of the Norvina palette that Jaylon and Kim and Valerie are panning. They're panning the purple, like, ABH palette. I think other people are panning that one as well, but I don't have them listed here. I'm sorry. This is the only people I have listed, and I can't quite remember at the top of my head. So I decided to use this one because I didn't have the little one. I just feel like those ones never spoke to me. None of them ever spoke to me, except for the Alyssa Edwards and Jackie Aina. Those are the only two, and I never was able to get them. So I just called it like whatever, and I had plenty of other eyeshadows to fulfill that void. So I started this off at the beginning of the year with 449.01 grams. So 449.01. This is what the palette is looking like now. I have used it only a couple times this month, but I have hit pan on the glitter. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see it, but I have hit pan right there. You can see the pan right there on the glitter. That's the only pan that I have in this palette. There are plenty of really good dips going in here, but none that are like significant enough. Like, you barely need any of this stuff, and it will show up very well on your eye because it is pigments, not eyeshadows. So this is going to be a lot more prominent when using just a very minute amount. I really enjoy this palette a lot. I'm so glad that I have it in my collection, and I literally only have one pan and it's in a glitter. So that just tells you that you do not need a backup of this like I was thinking of getting, and it's wonderful. It's very beautiful. I will show you a couple of swatches. Let me just grab a maybe like 5. I'll just do like 5 different colors on my hand so you can kind of see the differences. Let's do 6. Let's try 6 because I want to do a deep shade too. So these are some of the colors. So up here we have a really sheer, let me just try and get that one again. This one usually gets some hard pan for me when I use my finger, but it's the most gorgeous natural looking highlight. Like, I would use that on my face. It's so beautiful. And then just some purples. You have this really dark glittery purple, shimmery glittery purple, which actually did not swatch super well. And then you have a like I don't know what I would call that, even like an orangey bronze, and like the darkest, this was a beautiful outer corner shade. These are not all the shades that I used, honestly. Here's one of the ones that I used a lot for my crease. So you definitely get a lot of pigmentation, especially with the mattes. I did not use this one, or this one. So I used a lot of other ones though. But this one is stunning. I love this, and we are ending the year with 446.99 grams. So we used up a total, I used up a total, sorry, of 2.02 grams in the whole year, which makes me very, very, very happy. I could have definitely used a heck of a lot more, but I've just been really enjoying the Eyes Project pan so much and just using whatever I want. And I feel like even though it's a project, there's absolutely no pressure, and it's just so fun to use whatever I want and just talk about what I used. It's wonderful. So I will be putting this back in my collection. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to talk about 2 different eye projects that I'm going to be bringing in for, and it's not Eyes Project pan. But I'm going to be doing my intro for Pan That Palette for 2024. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was going to upload this before the 1st of January, but I think I'm going to post this on the 1st of January. I may have a couple overlapping videos that day because there's just so much at start in January, and I want to make sure that I put as much info and as much stuff up right away. So we are doing pocket size project pan, which means a very, very tiny Pan That Palette. So select a small eyeshadow palette in your collection, and I have done so. I watched or checked the comments on my video where I was asking what palette I should pan next year, and this was one of the ones that came up frequently and one of the ones that I really wanted to pan. So this is the mini eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath Labs, and it's called Mini Voyage. Is that not the tinier version of this? Oh my goodness. And so my goal is to pan entirely the 3 grams of eyeshadow that's in here. Now I pan 2 in a year, and I'm also going to have a ton of other eyeshadows going in other projects. So I really have to make this my focus, especially at the beginning. So this one has beautiful, beautiful colors in it. I have not weighed this, so we will do that together, but I'll swatch these first quickly for you guys. These eyeshadows are stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. It's quite funny because the ones that I'm swatching are kind of similar to the ones that I swatched from the other eyeshadow palette. If you put them backwards, it's quite hilarious. So those are the ones in the palette right here. Very similar to the ones that are in here, especially the dark shade is practically the exact same, and this one is very similar to this one. So I already know I'm going to be able to use it. My thought process was use it the best you can. Just do the best you can, use it the best you can. And I know I can get it because I pretty much used those shades last year, but also I'm like, am I making the wrong choice? Because it is so similar to what I just did. Am I going to enjoy this? But I loved that palette so much. It was really great and easy for me to grab it. So I think I'm going to have no problem. And especially the fact that you can do a brown group, you can do a purple group, you can mix and match. I'm just loving the fact that there are just like it's multiples, even though there's only 6 eyeshadows and 3 grams of product. So we are starting at, let me see here. Starting weight says, okay, that's weird. That is really weird. On my scale, it says 45.6. I'm going to start again because when I pre-weighed this just before this video, it said 46.78. Okay, so it says 45.6, so I'm going to cross that out and put 45.6 because I want to be accurate. So hopefully that's factual. Otherwise, I'll just go back to the other weight if it gets weird on me. I don't know. Very strange. But okay, so this is the one that I'm panning for Pan That Palette. I love how that middle part goes. Like, it just looks so cool when you change the way the palette is. Anyway, I could look at that for a while. Next, I'm going to be doing a quarterly Pan That eyeshadow palette with 2 of my friends on YouTube, which is Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock and Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. Andrea is probably going to be taking somewhat of a hiatus from her channel. Life is absolutely nuts, and so she might not be doing an intro or updates for this, and that's totally fine. As long as she's joining and she's having fun and using her stuff behind the scenes, that is all that matters. You may see something on Instagram or whatever, but if she decides not to that's totally cool. Like, I have no say about that, and I think it's fantastic that she's taking the time that she needs. So let's go and support her and check out her channel and see what channel or what video she has up currently. And then that shows her some love, and maybe that'll help her. Maybe it'll make her feel better. She's got lots going on. So YouTube is sort of like, you know, you can't always get to it. Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty is also doing this, and I am just so thankful because those girls are kind of similar to me when it comes to panning. Like, I feel like we pan pretty well, but at the same time, sometimes we don't feel like wearing makeup at all. Sometimes we don't feel like putting on a bunch of makeup, or maybe we want to film with a mask on or whatever. So I think that panning around the same like flow will work really well for the three of us. So we are going to be doing a quarterly thing. So I'll update you guys once that quarterly thing comes. So we'll do an intro and then an ending and an intro and an ending and an intro and the same, like it'll just be like that quarterly. So you'll see 5 videos from us, the first one, the finale, and the 3 updates in the middle. So we're going to do the very first quarter is going to be the Glamlite Nearly Natural eyeshadow palette, and this was gifted to me from Andrea, so how fitting. It's so great. We all have this palette. We're all going to use this palette. I pre-weighed it at 253.11. I'm going to weigh it again just because I'm like, I'll take this out just so I can make a marker for myself in case I forget that I did that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my scale, because this one says 253.11 and here it says 237.22. So I'm going to write 237.22 just in case. I do not know what is going on. I think I was having an off day when I did all those initial weighs, because I've moved my scale around. There's nothing different with it. It's just a typical scale, and it's really a great scale. I enjoy this one a lot. Yeah, 237. Yep. We're just going to go with that one. So maybe I had this in, but you can't think that that's very weighty. Or maybe I weighed it with all of this packaging on. So let's see what that comes up as. Oh yeah, 253. Okay, so I weighed it with everything. So yeah, I'm going to leave it with the stuff off of it, because I would never weigh an eyeshadow palette with this stuff on. I'm not sure why I did that initially. So 237.22 is what it weighed at today. And there's nothing wrong with my scale. Yay! So I'm going to show you what the inside of the palette looks like. Isn't this so beautiful? Oh, so beautiful. This is probably going to hinder me from using my Pan That palette for the year. But I'm not even mad. I don't even care. Like, I'm so excited to use this. And I love that we kind of have a theme for each quarter. So can't wait to share those with you. I'm not going to share them now, but I will definitely share them with you soon. So you will see this. It will be January 1st when you see this video, when it posts. And I'm so excited. I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, a fantastic start to your brand new year, 2024. And welcome to my channel if you're new, and thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you've been here a while, or if you've just recently found my channel, it means a lot. I will look for you guys in the comments. I hope you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.